Dear brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Lakshmi. I'm an energy healing medium and a meditation teacher, and I've created this channel, Rise and Shine TV, specifically for every single one of you on the path of spiritual awakening and enlightenment, and on the path of better understanding and accepting oneself. And today I would like to talk to you about shadow patterns. What are these shadow patterns and how can we transform them? How can we work with them? How can we transform this trauma that we carry within our bodies? But before we start, please click a like button and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all our latest classes, videos and meditations. So without any further ado, let's dive in straight into the topic. What are these shadow patterns? Shadow patterns are our unconscious patterns of emotional and mental behavior which rule our lives. They are called shadow patterns because they are hiding in the shadows, because they are not yet in light of our consciousness. We are not aware of them, but yet they rule our lives. These patterns, these traumas, this negative behavior comes from our childhood. When we were children, when our astral body, our emotional body was forming and our mental body was forming, we exhibited a pattern of behavior which was protecting us from hurt. So these negative shadow patterns, they are actually here to protect us. This just unconscious way we behave to close our heart down and not to feel pain. So how do we actually work and transform these shadow patterns? My favorite method is through the Gene Keys teachings, because there in your profile you already has the names of all your shadow frequencies, of all your shadow patterns. So you don't need to go around and wonder what shadow pattern is ruling my life. It is very important to give a name to your shadow pattern, because then it creates a laser focus and you can observe easily it in your life. From the very beginning, it is important to understand that because it is a shadow pattern, it is still hiding and you cannot consciously see it. So you might even go into the denial that, oh my God, no, I don't have this pattern, I don't have this shadow, I don't have this negative behavioral pattern at all. Let's, for example, take the shadow of complexity. And you might say, no, I'm not overcomplicating things. Like, my life is so simple. I go to work and back. But then you need to go much, much deeper and start to observe this word, complexity, in all areas of your life. Because these shadow patterns, they go really deeply into your psyche. And they can rule your life on various levels, from emotional to mental. So you need to really search of it. But because now you have this word complexity, you can focus. You can put your focus and observe where in my life I complicate things. Maybe I overthink. Maybe I hoard something. Maybe my hobby is actually create more hoarding than simplicity in my life. Where do I create complexity? Maybe it's in my relationship sphere. Maybe I overcomplicate things with money. Like, you start to walk through your life, live your day-to-day life with this word complexity on the back of your mind, and you start to watch how complexity is played out in your life. Now, very important to understand, once you catch this complexity, once you catch this pattern in your daily life, in your daily routine, you do not blame yourself. You do not feel guilt, like, oh my God, I worked so hard, I meditated so hard, I did so much healing, and now I find that I overcomplicate things. No, you celebrate this fact. It's the biggest breakthrough that you might have. You actually finally saw it. So now, once it's in the light of your consciousness, now you can transmute it and transform it. So once we saw it, once we caught it, once we celebrated the fact that now we see it, what our next steps will be. You continue your everyday life, live like that, realizing, okay, here I overcomplicate things, here I overcomplicate things. And once you're catching this complexity in the moment of its occurrence, you have now a choice to act differently. Now it's your conscious choice. Now it's in the sphere of the light of your consciousness, right? So you can do something about that. So let's see. For example, you walk through your life, through your everyday life, and now you're in the supermarket and you start, grabbing, I don't know, everything which you might not even eat at the end of the day. So you're like, here it is, complexity. I overcomplicated things because I don't even know what exactly do I need. So next time you're gonna go to the supermarket, you're gonna have the exact list of things which you need to buy. And you won't spend more money, or you won't waste the products which are gonna spoil later in your fridge. So like that, we transform the shadows. And because once it's in the light of your consciousness, once you caught it in the moment of its occurrence, it's transformed with grace and ease, automatically. You don't need to do anything. Now you see it. Now you can choose to act or not to act differently. And even if you want to complicate things at this period of your time, in this particular situation, it will be your conscious choice. You will know what you are doing and why you are doing it. So this is how we heal step by step, layer by layer, our shadow patterns, our negative patterns, our traumas. We observe them, they rise to the surface, we see it, we put the light of our consciousness on it, we celebrate the fact of this breakthrough, and we have a choice to act differently. A choice for a better life, for a healthier life. We have a choice to live from our heart, not from our fear. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this information helpful. And it doesn't matter will you work with your shadow patterns through the Gene Keys or you just know them, just give them a name, observe them in your everyday life, and celebrate the fact that you finally see them. That will help you to open your heart and follow your heart. So see you all next week on our channel Rise and Shine TV. With love and gratitude, your Lakshmi.